Rock Field in Kansas City. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Kansas City Royals. The headline today, the hitting streak he's been on.
Yeah, an impressive streak. Can he keep it going in this one? Feels like there isn't a pitch he can't hit right now. Looking forward to seeing how they deal with him.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll here. Our starter in this one, Cole Reagans. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great.
Well, he was on the 1 year, but maybe it's because he was pretty racist when he was alive. That could be it.
The pitch. Just off the outside edge. And this one is off and running.
First pitch, 6-10.
Close one. Doesn't get the call. Ball 2.
Oh, yeah. One of the, maybe the greatest hitter ever. I mean, don't forget, he missed 3 years during the prime of his career to fight in World War II.
Hit on the ground to short. Witt. Boots it. He's in there.
Ooh, Bobby Witt with a throwing error? Oh, yeah, of course it's debatable.
Well, I hope that's
But
not a sign of things to come.
it's one of his nicknames, the greatest hitter that ever lived.
Game in this one. An error on the first play of the game kind of makes you wonder, but it's a great chance for this visiting lineup to strike first.
Hank Aaron up next for the Red Sox. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Outside and it's 1-0. Hank, more than 2,000 RBI in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Right through there for a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
2-1. Not even close there. 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Runner on the go.
Those are good picks too. I mean, it would be harder to say. I mean, but you can't look at totals because neither one of those guys missed 3 years. So Barry Bonds cheated, so he's automatically disqualified from that in my mind. You can't give it to Barry. He was literally on things that enhanced his performance. So he was great. So don't get me wrong, he was still great. I'm not going to say he was a bad ball player. He was great, but he can't be considered the greatest of all time. When, like, imagine putting Ted Williams on steroids. You know what I mean? Or Babe Ruth on steroids, or Hank Aaron on steroids. So in my opinion, you just can't. I can't even consider him. However, Hank Aaron and Babe Ruth are probably the other people I'd consider with Ted Williams.
Tighten up and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
So digging in, Manny Ramirez. There's a strike. Ramirez wrapped out 4 hits in his last game.
Barry Bonds, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was steroids. I'm pretty sure he tested positive for steroids. Or something to mask steroids. To pretend, like to try to hide that he was on steroids.
Nobody out, a run in here in the 2nd game of the series. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Weimer makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Batting 4th.
Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice when it doesn't matter. They're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
Line drive. Come on.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Ted Williams at the plate now. That's ball one. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life.
Two and one.
Red Sox already leading. Runner takes off. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. That one 95 to finish him off. So one run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back to Mulebach Field. And getting the start for the Red Sox, Pedro Martinez. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
And stepping in is the speedy Dairon Blanco.
With Pedro on the mound, Boog, this lineup is facing a fierce competitor. He always seems to rise to the occasion, and that's a big reason why he's considered one of the best pitchers we've seen in the majors.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1.
I think it's partially because he cheated, but also partially because I don't think he was part of the MLBPA. I think you have to be a part of that. Like Bill Belichick was never in the Madden games because he was never part of the NFL Coaches Union. So they literally don't have the rights to use his name. So that might have something to do with that. Because when he was still playing, he wasn't on the game. So I'm not sure. Not sure really what the reason was. But I don't care. It's fine by me. I know you want him back, but.
And here now, the lineup for the Royals. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
And that is out of play. One out, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
2 down, base is empty. And next up for the Royals, Don Mattingly. Ball one there. 2 outs, base is empty. The 1-0. Now one miss.
That's the ball.
Although I could be wrong, but
And now 3-0. Bobby Witt Jr.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the players' union thing. But I would have to try to look it up more to verify that because I don't want to. I don't want to claim I know something 100%.
Easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Barry Bonds.
First and 2 away. Bobby Witt Jr. digs in now. Good power.
Why would he be a Yankee?
In the OBP department.
You mean like where you'd put him as a legend?
Mattingly off of first with
You'd have to put him, I feel like, with San Fran. Even though he was with Pittsburgh for a lot of his career too, and did really well there.
Strike at 95.
Oh, Mattingly, yeah. My brother had him. He traded him to the Royals. I know he was a Yankee his whole career. I don't know who my brother traded him here for. Oh, my brother got Babe.
Here it comes.
I can't even speak. My brother got George Brett from the Royals for Don Mattingly in a deal.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And it remains 2-2.
This is one of the Negro League fields. This is Mulebeck. The regular one? You don't like this one, or you don't like the other one? The one I was in the last game is a beautiful ballpark.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2.
Yeah, well, this is an old one, so it's not like you're not going to see anything fancy. This was like, I think they demolished this one in the 70s or something. This is on the game for the Negro Leagues because they have that with the museum is in Kansas City, and the Royals also played here for a little bit. My brother said, and the Kansas City Athletics before they were in Oakland played here too. Sounds good.
Bounce to the right. And that one handled over to first. And that is that. So one left for Kansas City. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back now at Muhlbach Field. Second inning set to go. Now here is David Ortiz. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
That one misses. 3 balls, no strikes. And there's the automatic. Strike on the inside corner. And it's a full count.
Full count.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Next to hit, Wade Boggs. First offering, and it just misses. Runner at first with no outs here.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And that's downstairs. 2 balls and a strike. And that drops in for a strike. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Nobody out, runner at first. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now one away.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And the batter now, Jason Varitek. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. The other way. And no one can get there. And he's got a double.
Let's go, Tech.
Well, the last 10
Big hit here.
Been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game, right?
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Pitch misses.
No, that missed. That's the ball. 1-0.
Second and third, one away. Here at the top of the second. There's a strike. Freddie Ferguson doing the umpiring duties behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Freddie's a well-respected umpire, Boog. Maybe a little bit more of a pitcher's umpire. He does like to pitch down just below the knees or right about there, but most hitters are pretty good at covering that spot these days.
Cap dances out of the way of that one. Out there to center. Nice grab on the run. Runner tags for home. The tag gets him, and it's a double.
Oh, what a tag. I mean, Poppy is slow, but what a tag from Salvador Perez there. I gotta check that replay out. Look at this. The old wily vet for the game says its attributes aren't very good defensively anymore, but what a play here made by him. Did he even tag me? One time he missed. Oh yeah, he got my helmet. Right in the head.
The bottom of the second, and now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Martinez back to work. Late on that fastball.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
A changeup missing, and a count even 1-1. That's a strike across the top of the zone. That misses. 2-2. Now 2-2. So Salvi is set down on strikes.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now it's going to be Vinny Pasquantino. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1.
That's to third. Sends it across to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
7, center fielder, Cedric.
So up now for Kansas City, Cedric Mullins. And that's in for a strike. That one fouled off. And now 1-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And a 1-2 again. Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the Royals. They trail here 1-0. Top half of the third inning. Now it's going to be Honus Wagner.
Honus Wagner.
There's a swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that chance handled. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. The batter now, Hank Aaron. RBI single his last time up. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. That's off the mark, and that is ball one.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Hits for average power, the ability to field the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, I had Reagan's on the ropes early. I needed to score more than one run.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, they froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Ramirez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That's inside.
1-1.
On the ground to third. Throws to first. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't get to take advantage, unfortunately, of my hits I was getting on Reagan's. So now I'm in a tight game.
Now it's the second baseman, Michael Massey. And that one is downstairs, and that's ball one. And another ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Fastball for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball. Way back there. And that one hops the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Got a good pitch to drive.
I'm watching the Red Sox right now. They're trying to come back. They're down 4-3 in the 8th. They're running around base. Let's go, Red Sox.
That's pretty much a double every time.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Joey Weimer steps in for the Royals. And that one fouled off. Tying run in scoring position here in the last half of the third. Hard ground ball for a base stop. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Dairon Blanco will hit next. And downstairs. Massey, the runner at third. Weimer on at first with nobody out.
Oh, my bad. I didn't even see Julio was talking in here. Something like the old Casey. Yeah, it was. Also watching that go wrong. Yeah, I was waiting for it to come back. I went and watched the Kentucky Derby, and then it came back on. I said, ooh, rain delay's over. Yeah, I played the first game of this series in the regular KC Stadium. Oh man, that's gonna be a run. Unless Willie Mays. It's gonna be a tough throw. Yeah, too far.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
At the plate, Michael Garcia. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
No double play.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Go to second.
He's toast.
Gosh, that's just a
Bad jump.
right there on first base. It really cost
Yep,
him.
well, he's got 36 stealing. That's why is that such a bad jump?
Slapped the tag on it just in time. Boogie looked like it was you running or something. When you get off the blocks that poorly, you've got to be willing to shut it down and get back to first.
That one's in there. And it's 0-2. Tied up here in the early going. Got it. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. But they push across 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. All tied 1-1. And we're back. And now, Willie Mays.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Hard hit, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter Ted Williams.
Ted Williams up next for the Red Sox. Struck out swinging his first time. Williams, multi-time All-Star, 28 years old. And he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. And that one wrapped foul. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Towards first, Mattingly. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, first baseman.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, David.
Oh my gosh, now I let Reagans get into a rhythm.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
That double play with Ortiz getting thrown out of home really killed me. I don't really give that out. You can follow me on Twitter if you got Twitter. The same name as on here. Hayden follows me on Twitter.
Ground ball base hit right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Wade Boggs now at the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Ortiz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering misses down and away.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Fastball is outside. Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're midway in the 4th, all tied 1-1.
Does it not let you make one? I swear I made mine before I was that age. Are you not allowed to make one?
Bottom of the 4th,
Leading
now at the
off
plate,
for the
Don
Royals,
Mattingly.
First baseman, Don Mattingly.
Just missed.
Well,
I didn't know that was a thing. I was pretty sure I made mine in high school, maybe when I was like 15 or 16. But last change is not even called Twitter anymore, so.
Pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Caden's not 17 either. So maybe he just lied about his age on there? I don't know.
1-2 now. Hot shot to third. In plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
With the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Missed with a changeup. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. That one off the mark. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, blowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Perez takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. And there's a ball. Upstairs.
3-1.
Foul ball. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Mays has it sized up and makes the grab, and that ends the inning. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. We go to the top of the 5th. So stepping in for Boston, Jason Varitek. Not close with that one, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Red Sox just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
1-1.
Ball to strike. In the air to left center. Mullins settles under it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's Nico Warner. Just missed.
Outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
That's through there for a strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Bats up.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a two-bagger.
Runner has been money for me
A
against
bit of a
lefties.
guess. You have to be right in those
Now
spots or
batting,
things can get away
shortstop,
from you
Honus
awfully
Wagner.
quickly.
Honus Wagner. Up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
One out, the runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one is absolutely belted. And it stays fair. The run comes in from second. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. One out, runner at second. And next for the Red Sox, Hank Aaron. And, of course, when it comes to Hank Aaron, he's one of the greatest sluggers of all time. 755 career homers, a record that stood for a long time. Man at second. Inside. And that's ball two.
Almost goes without saying that Mr. Aaron set the standard for power hitters in the sport for years. I mean, just an incredible 23-year career.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Cole Reagans won't go any further tonight, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. New pitcher in the game for the Royals, Chris Stratton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
2 on, 1 out. Ramirez, the next to hit. 0-2 in this one. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
0-1.
Wagner at third. Hank over at first with one away. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Snags it. Runner tags from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they take a 2-run lead.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball, just couldn't get it to drop in.
Willie Mays digs in now. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. He swings and fouls one off.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it. to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
That's off the inside corner, and now it's even 1-1.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Oh my gosh, how far did that ball go? I just got him out on. Come on.
The fifth coming up. It's the Red Sox 3. And welcome back.
Oh, they don't have markers in the wall either, so I have no idea how far that just went. I guess it depends which version of the stadium it is. Like, I think they said the real early version of the stadium, center field was like 450 feet. So, I don't know.
To the ballpark. And now the DH, Vinny Pasquantino. Martinez back to work. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Late with the swing there.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That misses. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. On the ground to the left. Fair ball.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Struck out looking his first time. Missed with a changeup. 1-0. Red Sox leading it by 2. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Two 2-0 the count. Here it comes. And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Red Sox by 2. And ball 4 to avoid.
Well, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
First and second, no outs. Here's the second baseman, Michael Massey. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Tap foul at the plate. First and second here, no outs. Strike 2.
0-2.
Got it! And that is a big first out.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times, that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
Next to hit, Joey Wiemer. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Mays has it sized up. Brings it in. And there's 2 down. Tyrone Blanco getting ready to hit.
Left fielder, Tyrone Blanco.
Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Line drive, that's a base hit.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So bases all loaded up. Michael Garcia now at the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
All loaded up. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
New inning getting started. Now here's the Red Sox. DH, Ted Williams. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Off the mark there. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a little bit low.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
This to third. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. He makes it safely with a leadoff double in the 6th.
Now
that makes it a 15-game hitting
Ortiz.
streak. And there's some buzz about it now, Singy.
It's nothing crazy, but it does say a lot about how well he's seeing pitches and really making solid contact.
Let's go, Teddy.
Rolling up the baseball
Let's
at
go.
times, and everything it seems he's hitting hard. As hot as he is, I could see this streak going for a little while longer.
Williams at second with nobody out. Lined, and that's a base hit. Williams around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 4-1.
A couple of hits in a row
Up
for him
next
here.
for the Red
Just a
Sox,
solid
third
swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now the third baseman, Wade Boggs, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That misses the zone. Ball 1. 1 on, nobody out, a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one finds the corner. That's strike one.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
That one to first. Feeds to second. Out there. And that's two.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Jason Varitek up next for the Red Sox. Outside low, and that's ball one. That's down and in.
2 balls, 1 strike.
This one high in the air to left center. Blanco sizes this one up. Brings it in. And that is that. Welcome back to Mulebach Field. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth. And leading off the bottom of the 6th, Don Mattingly. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
It's 0-1.
Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Battling here as he fouls it away. On the ground. Whips it across. One away, bottom of the 6th. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside the park home run in the same game.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Now batting.
And here is Salvador Perez. Breaking ball inside. And that is ball 1. Infield shifted to the pull side. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That's in for a strike at 95. And the count is 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Royals set down in order. Royals bats are quiet there, and they trail it 4-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Carlos Estevez.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Carlos Estevez.
So here's Horner now. 1 for 2.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Estevez, the tall righty, 275 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Foul ball there. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Honus Wagner, maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Outside low, 1-0. Just missed. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Hee-haw!
Next offering is in for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
And now it's filled up.
We got a full count.
Hard hit left side. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, right fielder, Hank Aaron.
2 outs, base is empty. Hank Aaron, the next to hit. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one ripped. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox, but they lead it 4-1. Back now at Muehlbach Field, set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the DH, Vinny Pasquantino.
0-1.
And ball 1.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there. Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Pasquantino tries to check his swing. Now a look to third, and he held up. Swing and a ball popped up. Corner. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, center fielder.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Cedric Mullins. He is struck out, and he is walked.
99 pitches, about to throw his 100th here in the 7th inning. This is where you really start looking for any signs of fatigue. Well, just about.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Andrew Miller gets handed the rock out of the pen. He's been so good against lefties.
Miller.
In the air, center field. Mays has it sized up. He's there. He's got it. And there's two away. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Massey.
And first offering is fouled off. There's a strike.
Oh, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
The Red Sox leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Royals. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. John Schreiber. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Number 46.
And now here is Manny Ramirez.
Schreiber.
Right through there for a strike.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
1-2.
And a sweeper misses for a ball. Nice grab. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Willie Mays. And that's downstairs and outside. Now one missed.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
One down, base is empty. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And strike 2.
2-2.
Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. And next is the designated hitter, Ted Williams. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Inside, just missed. And that one hammered. And that is a foul ball. And the next pitch is way outside. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good eye in that spot.
That's the ball. Full count.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the outside corner, got him looking. Red Sox go down quietly as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Joey Wiemer. Now into the game, Pete Crow Armstrong. He'll be out in left field.
Number 52. Pete Crow Armstrong.
Miller back to work. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one's back. And out of here. His 4th home run of the season. It's 4-2.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Back to the top of the order now. Dairon Blanco will hit next. Ball one there. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Hank snags it on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit out of the left center field.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Now here is Don Mattingly. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Garcia leads off first with one away. And that's outside. Swing and a foul out of play.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Next offering misses down and away. Man at first, one away. In the air, right field. Hank moving under this one. Leaps at the wall, and he's got it. Runner tagging for first. The tag. See?
Wow, that was clutch.
Wait, what?
Situation and an incredibly
How is he not out?
I thought he was going to drop for sure, but he makes what might be the play of the game.
What a play from Hank Aaron here. Look at that. But then, I thought with the throw.
My turn. Switching to get more.
Underrated defensively, Hank Aaron.
It's killing me. Usually just one person trying on shoes. Discover a double super.
Man, look at that arm. He throws it right into these. A little bit off target. Yeah, he's going to be in there. Yep.
You earn, we match.
Bobby Witt Jr. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And takes low for ball 1.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
No, that's down.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
And just misses with that one.
That's a really good take.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way off.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Lee Smith.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Perez, the next to hit, takes outside. 2 on, 2 outs. Inside, just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
Come on, give me that strike.
2 outs. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Next offering upstairs.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs. And that'll load the bases.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. There's some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. 1 for 3. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Smoked on the ground a second. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Kansas City moves closer on this solo blast. It's now 4-2. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kris Bubic.
Now pitching.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And here is David Ortiz.
First baseman, David Ortiz.
Going on.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
The next offering misses. And it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. That misses. And a count now even up.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. In the air, left field, down the line. It falls in, and that's a base hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat. Here's the third baseman, Wade Boggs. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Substitution being made at first. Pinch running for Boston, Andres Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez.
And ball 1. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen you're looking a little bit.
Yeah, so this right here is manager mode. So you make all the decisions, you tell them what to do, you warm your people up. Yeah, this is manager mode, which oh shit, I just forgot to steal. That could come back to haunt me. So it actually makes it tougher sometimes because like I can't control anything. I can control what I want to do. Doesn't mean like sometimes the computer, even on GOAT difficulty with someone like Wade Boggs, like why is Wade Boggs swinging at that pitch? Wade Boggs has 99 contact, 99 vision, 96 discipline, 99 clutch, and he's swinging against Kris Bubic, who is an average lefty reliever. Look what his pitch is. Why is he swinging at this? Like, it's almost in your batter's box, bro. So it's like, I guess pros and cons to manager mode. Like, why are you swinging at this? This is literally, you're taking a strike for no reason there.
And there's the ball.
Like, he could have swung at that. So sometimes it's worse.
Runner on the go again. That one to first.
Like, at least I avoided the double play there. So yeah, no, it's a different mode. And you can change it for any game. So when you're in franchise, you can play the game. You can do manager mode. You can do whatever you want for whatever game you want. But yeah, sometimes it's frustrating because like I have this team I built that's literally full of like amazing players, and like these bum-ass Royals who have 2 legends. They got Mattingly in their lineup. My brother traded Mattingly there for George Brett. I think they got 1 other legend. Somehow they're hanging in this game 4-2 with me. It's frustrating.
Call the ball. ball one.
It's so impressive because these guys have to
But
do so
I guess that's kind of what it feels like to be a manager. Like, in this game, like, I'm doing my best to put my people in the position, their best position to try to win the game, and I just gotta trust them.
Just a total nightmare for lefties.
So, like, right here, I want to try to stay out of the double play, so I'm going to pinch run for Veritek, because I have Fermin who I can put in. I'm going to put Ozzie Smith in Veritek here. See if I can take second.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. And on to run for the Red Sox, Ozzie Smith. Now a chance for Nico Horner. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
I mean, you have control. Like, I can tell them not to swing. I can tell them to do, like, a hit and run. But I generally, like, try to, like, I can tell them take pitch, hit and run, sack bunt. So you have some control, but, like, you can't be, like, only swing at it if it's in the strike zone, because obviously then they would just do that. So it's frustrating. But then sometimes you can click, take the pitch, but then it could be right down the middle.
Second and third, one away. Here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is in for a strike. And they're all loaded up.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Now,
I thought about bunting here, that the third baseman is even with the bag, so it might not be good.
in the dirt, nice job behind the plate.
If they were playing back at third, maybe I'd drop down a drag bunt with Hannes Wagner. But Michael Garcia is playing kind of playing the bunt there, so we'll take the chance that they're not going to double up Hannes. And they didn't. Let's go. And then sometimes they'll do stupid stuff, like when you're in manager mode, you can't tell the base runners what to do except to steal. So like when they're actually running the bases, sometimes they'll run home for no reason just because it's 2 outs, even though they're going to be clearly out at the plate. It's like, no, dude, stop at third. Give the next guy a chance. So sometimes it's really frustrating. They make dumb decisions sometimes. Even when you're the one making most of the decisions, the computer can still mess you up making decisions.
Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Hunter Harvey will take over here.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Hank, the next to hit, takes ball one. Runners at first and second with one gone. Now this is in the air down the line. Lays out for it, but it's a foul ball. 2 on, 1 out. That's a ball. This one in the dirt.
Like sometimes they'll go to third on that, even though it's clearly he blocked it well and he's got it out in front and can make an easy throw to third. They'll just, even a catcher with a weak arm now, like Sally Perez, will just gun him down at third because they make a dumb decision.
Foul ball. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That misses the zone, and the count's full.
We got a full count.
But overall, I kind of find manager mode calming, although it's frustrating when you lose and you're not doing anything wrong managerially.
Weimer makes the grab. 2 gone.
I play Madden pretty competitively from August to the end of January, start of February.
So first and
So that's one-on-one, me versus you, online, head-to-head. You know, you're talking shit, I'm talking shit. This is like the complete opposite, so it's kind of fun. And then me and my brother play NHL franchise where we do 2-player on the same team. So that's an interesting stream when we do those. This here we do franchise mode against each other. He's the Yankees, and I'm the Red Sox. And he streams it on my channel.
So 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Freddie Fermin, the new catcher now.
A defensive change for the Red Sox. Now catching. Number 78. Freddie Fermin.
Ooh, I forgot to shift.
Just missed. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. In the air, left field.
And then on a guy with 45 extreme pull.
And he's got a leadoff double.
I'm extreme shifting. And he hits a weak ball to left field and gets a double off it.
If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
So up next, Michael Massey.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Fastball for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Runner at second, nobody out. Stays alive. And down on strikes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Now it's the right fielder, Joey Weaver. He's already homered in this game. And that one fouled off. One out, the runner at second. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-2.
1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So it's their last chance in this one. Stepping in, Dairon Blanco. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. So they turn to their closer, Dennis Eckersley.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
That's a strike. Swing and a miss and a slider.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. 1 strike away. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better. It makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
Alright, that's it for the stream. See everybody later. Thanks for watching.